The Boston Celtics are facing a massive Game 2 curse that just will not go away. After dropping a shocking 111-97 decision to the Philadelphia 76ers at home, the Celtics are left searching for answers. Jaylen Brown and his squad looked completely uncharacteristic as they struggled to defend the perimeter against a lights-out shooting display from the Sixers. It is a familiar and frustrating narrative for a team that keeps finding itself stuck in a rut during these crucial early series home games.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Looking toward the future, the Boston Celtics could be gearing up for a major frontcourt shakeup this offseason. Reports suggest the team is eyeing Atlanta Hawks big man Onyeka Okongwu as the perfect long-term replacement for veteran Al Horford. With a similar skill set and a team-friendly contract, Okongwu would provide the defensive versatility and floor spacing Boston needs to maintain their championship-caliber identity long into the future. The Cleveland Cavaliers are officially sensing blood in the water as they watch the Boston Celtics struggle. With their own core of James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen firing on all cylinders, the Cavs believe they have discovered the blueprint to dismantling Boston. After seeing how Philadelphia successfully exploited Boston's defensive lapses, Cleveland is more confident than ever that they have the personnel to bully their way to an NBA Finals appearance. The stakes have never been higher for Friday night's Game 3 showdown between the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. As the series shifts to Philadelphia, our proven channel YouTube projection model has simulated this clash 10,000 times to uncover where the real value lies on the betting spread. Do not place a single wager until you see which side of the line our model is backing for this high-pressure matchup. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to stay ahead of the game. Ever get the feeling that the Boston Celtics are playing a psychological game with their own fans? You dominate a series opener, look absolutely untouchable, and then, out of nowhere, you hit a wall in Game 2. It's becoming a pattern, and frankly, it's a baffling one. Remember the 2024 playoffs. Boston was cruising until they ran into a Miami Heat team that turned into prime Golden State, burying 23 threes on them. Jaylen Brown called it. We couldn't get them to miss. Well, flash forward to now, and that Game 2 struggle has resurfaced like a bad habit. The numbers don't lie. In their last 8 home Game 2s, the Celtics are an abysmal 3-5. And the latest chapter, a frustrating loss to an Embiid-less Sixers squad. When you watch the tape, it's not just bad luck, it's a total breakdown in execution. The Celtics are trying to play a slow, methodical game while the Sixers are out here turning the floor into a shooting gallery. We saw Philly clogging the paint and forcing Boston into panic mode shots late in the clock. They took 22 attempts with under 7 seconds remaining, hitting only a fraction of them. It's like the Celtics dared them to hit deep shots, and the Sixers happily obliged, sinking 55% of their open looks. Joe Mazzulla knows the drill. He's talking about low-hanging fruit and better pick-and-roll positioning. But knowing the problem is one thing, and fixing this rhythmic collapse is another. The good news for Boston, they're 4-1 in their last 5 Game 3s following a loss. They've proven they can punch back, but the question remains, why do they keep leaving the door unlocked in Game 2? Do you think this is a recurring defensive identity crisis or just a series of flukes? Smash that like button if you think the Celtics bounce back in Philly, and subscribe for more deep dives into the madness of the NBA playoffs. Let's see if Boston can finally bury this Game 2 problem for good. Ever wondered if the Celtics are already thinking about life after Al Horford? It's the elephant in the room, or, well, the veteran in the frontcourt. While Horford's third stint in Boston has been legendary, time eventually catches up to everyone. But what if the answer to that transition was hiding in plain sight? Recent buzz suggests the Celtics might have their eyes on Atlanta's Onyeka Okongwu as the ultimate successor. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is he really the next Horford? Not exactly, but hear me out. Dan Favell over at Bleacher Report dropped a compelling case for why Okongwu isn't just a replacement. He's an ambitious upgrade. We're talking about a guy who can protect the rim, shoot the three with genuine confidence, and operate as a versatile two-way presence. Imagine a frontcourt tandem where Okongwu's spacing allows for dynamic playmaking. That's the kind of schematic flexibility that keeps championship windows wide open. And here is the kicker. The financial math actually works. Boston could potentially swing this deal without parting ways with core pieces like Derek White or Peyton Pritchard. It's a move that makes sense on paper, providing the exact kind of insurance Boston needs for those grueling playoff runs. But here is where the basketball poetry hits a roadblock. Why would the Hawks hand the Celtics another weapon? We've already seen the fallout from the Porzingis era. Atlanta is likely tired of watching their moves accidentally supercharge their Eastern Conference rivals. If Atlanta decides to move Okongwu, they won't be handing him over for pennies on the dollar. They'll demand a king's ransom. The big question remains, are the Hawks willing to help Boston maintain its dominance, or will they force the Celtics to pay an astronomical price for their future? Drop a comment below. Would you trade major assets to bring Okongwu to the TD Garden, or should Boston look elsewhere? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with every twist in the offseason drama. After all, in the NBA, the most interesting moves are always the ones you don't see coming until it's too late. Is the road to the NBA Finals finally clearing up for Cleveland? For years, the Cavaliers have been the league's ultimate question mark, straddling the line between a genuine contender and a recurring playoff disappointment. But this year, the script feels different. After aggressive front office moves, including the high-stakes acquisition of James Harden, the pressure is on Donovan Mitchell to finally break through that second-round ceiling. And while the Cavs are cruising 2-0 against the Raptors, everyone has one team on their mind, the Boston Celtics. The Celtics have been the gold standard, the team everyone expects to return to the finals. But here is the twist. The Philly 76ers just handed them a blueprint on how to take them down, and it might just be the confidence boost Cleveland needs. In a stunning 111-97 upset at TD Garden, Philadelphia proved that Boston's high-volume three-point offense isn't just risky, it's exploitable. Nick Nurse's defense didn't try to play Boston's game. They disrupted the rhythm, jumped passing lanes, and exploited a glaring lack of interior presence that has plagued the Celtics since their recent roster reset. Now, look at the Cavaliers' roster. If Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe could dismantle Boston's perimeter defense, imagine what a veteran duo like Harden and Mitchell, backed by the interior force of Mobley and Allen, could do. Cleveland has the high-level shot creation to match Boston's firepower and the frontcourt depth to bully them in the paint. The Celtics are still the favorites, but their roster feels like a team in transition, not one firing on all cylinders. The Sixers just gave the league a rough sketch of how to beat the champions. Now it is up to the Cavs to finalize that blueprint. If Cleveland plays their cards right, they won't just be contenders. They could be the ones heading to the finals. What do you think? Is Boston's defensive weakness finally their undoing, or are we underestimating the champions? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more deep dives into the race for the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Stop what you are doing, because the NBA playoffs just got a whole lot more interesting. The Philadelphia 76ers just flipped the script, stunning the Boston Celtics with a massive 111-97 victory to tie things up at 1-1. Now, heading into Game 3 at the Xfinity Mobile Arena this Friday, the pressure is squarely on Boston to prove that the first two games were just a fluke. The Celtics have historically dominated this rivalry, boasting a 67-51 playoff record against Philly, but the momentum, that feels like it is staying in Pennsylvania tonight. FanDuel Sportsbook has installed the Celtics as 7.5-point favorites, but before you rush to lock in your bets, you need to hear what our data is shouting at us. Our proprietary projection model has simulated this clash 10,000 times, and its track record is nothing short of legendary. We are talking about over $10,000 in profit for consistent bettors and a scorching 24-9 run on top-rated spread picks just this season. The math doesn't lie, and right now, the data is heavily leaning toward the under on that 215.5-point total. More importantly, the model has identified a clear side of the spread that is hitting over 50% of the time in our simulations. If you want to know which side has the statistical edge in a must-watch Game 3, Head over to the channel YouTube page right now. Smash that subscribe button and dive into the full breakdown to see if your intuition matches our data. After all, in the playoffs, you don't just want to be a fan, you want to be in the know.